Namaskaram. Welcome to Just Contemplate. There is something we all do every day, every hour, sometimes without even noticing. We think. And in the middle of all that thinking, we often feel like we are contemplating, like we are being deep, reflective, aware. But pause for a moment. Is it really contemplation? Or is it just another loop of thought wearing the mask of awareness? Most of the time, what we call contemplation is simply the mind talking to itself. Hi, I'm Roshan Singh Kukreti, and I would like to invite you, as a fellow seeker, to join me on this journey of contemplation, where we slow down, reflect deeply, and grow together, one step at a time. But a request, if you haven't watched the first two videos in this contemplation series, I recommend checking them out first. They'll give you a better context for what we're exploring in this video. You'll find the links in the description below. So, now it's time to slow down, and slow down enough to see the difference between thinking and contemplation. Let's explore what happens when the noise of thinking fades and a quiet presence begins to rise. Thinking. It's something we do all the time, waking, walking, working, even when we try to rest. The mind hums like a machine left running overnight. We call it overthinking when it refuses to stop. But even underthinking can be exhausting, especially when it's always trying to figure life out. Our mind wants control over everything. We think to solve. We think to decide. We think to protect ourselves from the unknown. Thinking is the mind's way of feeling in control. But contemplation is of a different nature. It's not trying to get somewhere. It's not asking, what should I do next? It simply sits with the moment and lets the moment reveal itself. Thinking is like scribbling on a foggy mirror, trying to draw meaning from the blur. On the other hand, contemplation is letting the mirror clear and seeing what's already there. Thinking is movement. Contemplation is stillness. Thinking is noise. Contemplation is the space that holds the noise. Thinking is like chasing the ripples in a pond. Contemplation is becoming the pond. We have been taught to think, taught to calculate, compare, compete, taught to win arguments, but not to sit in silence with a question. We learn how to debate, but not how to listen. Contemplation is listening, not just with ears, but with the whole being. Listening to life, to its unfolding, to its subtle movements that thought often misses. Thinking is like building a ladder, always reaching for the next rung. Contemplation is lying beneath a night sky. No ladders needed, just wonder. In thinking, you become the center, but in contemplation, you disappear. And in that disappearance, a deeper knowing arises. Not knowledge, but wisdom. Not answers, but understanding. Thinking is loud, contemplation is quiet. Thinking pushes, contemplation allows. Thinking wants to know, contemplation wants to see. Thinking grabs, contemplation receives. Thinking is like firewood. It burns fast and hot, but quickly fades. On the other hand, contemplation is like an amber, deep, steady, glowing even in the silence. You can think your way out of a maze, but you can only contemplate your way into yourself. Because the self is not a problem to be solved, it is to be witnessed. Imagine yourself in pain. Let's say you're hurt. Something didn't go the way you hoped. You sit down with your pain. Thinking asks, why did this happen? Who is to blame? What should I do now? Contemplation doesn't ask anything. It just feels. It allows the pain to breathe without rushing to fix it. And in that quiet space, sometimes clarity comes on its own. Sometimes I have sat with questions I didn't know how to answer. Big ones about life, about people, about myself. I used to attack them with thoughts. Long logical consideration, late night restlessness. But one day I just sat, without a notebook, without a plan, without even an intention to solve. And slowly, like mist lifting from a valley, something got shifted inside me. I didn't get an answer. I got a perspective, and that changed everything. Thinking is something you try and do. Contemplation is something that happens when trying stops, just like breathe, just like sleep, just like love. It cannot be forced, only allowed. So the next time when the thoughts get loud, don't fight them. Don't follow them either. Just sit and listen. Because sometimes the most intelligent thing you can do is to stop thinking and just contemplate. Thank you for listening. That's all for this reflection. If something here felt familiar or stirred something inside you, trust that you're not alone. So see you soon, because the questions won't stop and neither will we. In the next video, we'll explore something just as thought-provoking. But until then, take a deep breath. Enjoy yourself, appreciate yourself, take very good care of yourself, because no one else can do it quite like you.